Hi friends, to understand any web programming or language, particularly PHP and all, we have to understand the basic how our web server or our client server mechanism works. Here it is a simple application where a client operated through the internet connects to a web server. Some programming language, it can be PHP or any other language, operates through a database, takes the data and serve the client. Now you may say that this particular video also you are seeing in the same concept. It's just a simplified way. So let's just understand a bit. Even it is not necessary that we depend particularly on a one type of programmer. See, you see in a sales counter you can see there will be a Kinter application we can develop, so touch screen, so that application the sales counter person can quickly access the data and update it. Similarly, when a lot of data are available, somebody sitting in any part of the world can just download the data and do analytics on the by using Python pandas or Power BI. Similarly, another web interface where we can always maintain what happens to our order. It can be a small shop in the roadside shop who is operating through this concept, and we can see what I can place the order or I can track my order. Similarly, somebody comes and delivers the product in my doorstep, say he just updated it through using his mobile app. So in that case the database get updated and immediately the status is reflected in the web interface also. Now similarly another interface is available where we manage our vendors, what the stock position is, everything can be managed. So and that time we require a scripting language to connect to our database. Now let's just understand that when we are doing all these things, how this entire, what are the system we require it. Basically we can boil down to a very simple system where we require a OS or a operating system, a web server, a script like a PHP, Python or Java server page, anything, and a database to store it. Suppose I want a static pages only, then the script database I can ignore it. Only a operating system with a web server will serve the request a static HTML page. But nowadays we all use dynamic pages, hardly we use thing. Now a big question comes is, can I run the entire system, entire website in my desktop or laptop? We'll explore that. Now let's just try to understand this particular URL. These are the two URLs serving the content is same but running at two different locations. Here the first one runs on a laptop or a desktop, wherever it is in the local, a mirror site, and the same thing is maintained here at the internet. So this particularly the bottom URL you may be frequently visiting to download the scripts and all, so run to study it. So you can go, and it is not that it only maintains here in the local machine also, everything a mirror is also maintained. It's the same thing. So any updation is done here, suppose this particular file any changes is done, this done, tested in the local machine and then updated to the server. Now let's just think, summarize. Now suppose I want to run it in a desktop or in my laptop. These four things I will be putting it: one operating system, one web server, one scripting language, and one database. Now here what happens here is, usually if you are on Linux or any other operating system, put it is here. Now you just replace the window, then Apache is our web server, PHP is our scripting language, MySQL is our database. Now these four things combinedly, we suppose this is a Linux here, then we call it as LAMP. What you have seen is LAMP. So Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP, that's the word we use it. Now from this question, let's say then the integrating all these four softwares are not easy. This everything we have to do it manually, load it to PHP, then connect PHP to MySQL, then from our web server also has to be configured to generate the our site, then the local host and the root of the server. All this had to be set up. The solution is just download the XAMPP server. This does everything and set it up in our local machine. Now you may ask, what happens if it is on the website? Okay, the web server cost is nowadays not much. You can buy it for $10-15 per year and you can set up its site and you can even work on it and update it also. But if you want to, there is nothing high, means not a very big job it is to integrate it or to maintain another site in your laptop. Okay, the world may not able to visit it because you need a fixed IP and all, so that's the problem. But for your testing purposes, learning and all, your local laptop or computer is enough. Where this XAMPP server, you can install it and execute, so you can work on PHP, you can connect to database, run it in a local host and do everything. So for that, how you will install XAMPP then? For this, just click watch this particular video. Here everything is explained, so be ready with your PHP platform. So we'll be working more with connecting to database and all. We'll see the database part. Just install it, see where the root is, how this to be installed and download. Just watch this video. That's all friends. Request you, please subscribe. We are going more towards PHP now and we'll be developing lot of PHP applications using that, and it is mostly for web programming part we are focusing more. And please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.